I hadn't watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang since its release in 2005, and my memories of it was I enjoyed it. However, I didn't really remember much about it, so this was a bit of a first time review, if for the second time, if you get me. The film opens up at an LA party, and Harry Lockhart is our unreliable narrator. Straight away he breaks the fourth wall and tells us about recent events. He and another guy have broken into a toy store, and whilst on the phone he's talking to a young girl trying to find her a Christmas present. He checks with the young girl, who calls him Uncle Harry, to make sure that he's choosing the right present. She becomes suspicious and says, is the store actually open? Whilst they're trying to get away, his accomplice is shot, and Harry has to try and escape from the arriving police. He gate crashes a casting session and starts to read the script. As he reads the script, his acting is really wooden until he realises the scene is about an accomplice that's been shot. This reminds him of what's just happened, and he literally breaks down in front of the casting judges. They think it's method acting and that he's actually a brilliant actor and offer him the role. So this is how he finds himself at this LA party, where he meets a private investigator called Perry. Well, I'm going to call him Perry. Perry hires Harry to give him on-the-job experience to help him with the acting role. It is also at this party that he meets the third main character in this film, Harmony Lane, who was a childhood crush and has moved to LA to become a famous actress. And whilst Harry is on private investigator experience, he actually takes on a real case himself. So the layers are that Harry is a petty thief that's pretending to be an actor who's pretending to be a private investigator. And from there, the farce begins to unroll. I really struggled to engage with this movie, and it wasn't because of the actors. Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer had a good repartee. They bounced off each other really well, and the banter in part worked. Michelle Monaghan did her best with a two-dimensional character, and I think the problem was with the script, which was just a little too knowing, a little too sexist, and now a little too dated. Val Kilmer played Perry, the private investigator, and the whole joke throughout the movie was about his sexuality. Plainly, it just wasn't funny. And Robert Downey Jr., that played Harry Lockhart, just came over as sexist and again a bit two-dimensional. The script tried to make him as this knowing, lovable rogue. However, he came across as arrogant. And though it wasn't to be taken too seriously, with the death count growing steadily, this was a film for Hollywood. Written for Hollywood, filmed for Hollywood. And that really came across on the second viewing. There were some good ideas here, but I wish I hadn't watched it for a second time.